All right, gents. Let's get into the picks of the week.
Let's go.
All right. Quick update. We're going to start with college football, then we'll get to the NFL. To date this season, I'm in the lead, 23-12. Jet, you're in second place at 20-15. Stark, you're not too far behind at 18-17 up to date on the season. So we all got winning records. If you're following us, you should be up money. Season-long competition. Loser has a punishment. All right. Really good slate of college football this week. And the games that we're going to start with are here close to home, and then we'll get to the big boy games. I hate that we pick Michigan every week. I'm sick of watching Michigan football. But first game of the week, Michigan coming off the bye. Jack Tuttle is probably their starting QB this weekend. They go to Illinois. Illinois home dogs. Michigan laying 3.5. I will go first here. I'm not going to give you too much other than I refuse to lay points with Michigan this year. Give me Illinois plus 3.5. Stark?
With ya. Never. Illinois plus 3.5.
Jet.
Joey?
This game's gross. Don't bet it. Save your money. Put your money on Dune 2 to win Best Picture of the Year at plus 650. But if I have to, I'll take Illinois plus 3.5.
Oh, I love that. I have not seen Dune 2 yet, but need to watch it. All right. Let's stick in-state with Joey's Spartans. Iowa, Cadillac Cade coming to town after dropping a bomb on Washington last week. Dropped 40 points on offense. Iowa comes to East Lansing. Iowa favored by 5.5. I will go first here as well. I'm going to take the home dog. I do not know if Michigan State wins this game, but I do not trust Cade McNamara and that Iowa offense. I think Michigan State coming off of the bye week, maybe Childs gets some things right. Night game in East Lansing, Spartan Stadium, electric atmosphere. Give me Michigan State plus 5.5. Jet?
It's homecoming, I believe. So, yeah, give me the Spartans and the points. Once again, this is like a scratch-off ticket. You never know what you're going to get with them. But I hate Iowa. I'm going to root for the home dog, my Michigan State Spartans.
Starkey.
Give me the Spartans. This might be a get-right spot. They had those two real tough games in a row. Bring it back down to earth a little bit. I mean, it's tough to judge them off those two games. I think I might have been being harsh. Watching those two teams play each other, they're good. And State had them back-to-back, so I don't think any other team in the country had a tougher back-to-back schedule than they had that last 2 weeks. So something tells me it would, make them better. So they might come out of those two losses looking better. So I'll take Spartans for sure on this game.
Hey, good teams win. Great teams cover. Michigan State did cover out in Eugene. So that has to be said. All right. Then we get to a great slate this weekend. I can't wait for it. We are going to be picking Miami, who is my pick to win the ACC, traveling to Louisville. Miami laying 4.5, another home dog. I am going to stick with the trend. I think Miami wins this game, but I think it's a nail-biter. I think it comes down to the last second, potentially a field goal at the end of the game. I'm going to take Louisville in the points here. Something looks a little off with Miami the last couple weeks, and I don't see them putting a complete game together. So give me Louisville with the points. Jet.
Yeah, everything in my body screams take Louisville, but I'm going to fade myself for some reason here. I also picked Miami to win the ACC. Cam Ward, I think that he hasn't looked the best, but I don't know. I think that everything clicks, and they play really well this week.
All right, Starkey.
Do you remind me who we're picking again?
Miami.
I was looking at stat.
Miami
yeah.
at Louisville.
Sorry. I'm going to take Miami here. They're a very good team. I like when people say, like, oh, Miami hasn't looked right the last couple weeks. Not saying just you, Adam, but I have seen some haters of Miami. Um, Louisville's not, like, killing people. And I do believe they have a bad loss on their schedule. Um, Pretty good team, but I think this is a game where Miami shows their true colors. And, I mean, college football is different now. It's a longer season. So I'm looking at a team like Miami. I think you just keep winning, they'll cover this game. I do think they're a legit team. Cam Ward's a legit player. Give me Miami giving up the points.
All right. Now we get to the good stuff. Bama at Tennessee. Another home dog. Bama laying 2.5 on the road. Both of these teams do not look good the last couple weeks. Tennessee coming off of the upset loss at Arkansas. I expect them to bounce back last week, and they looked atrocious against Florida. Bama looked shaky last week coming off of their loss against Vandy. So kind of two sputtering teams meeting in a big rivalry game. Gut says take the home dog here, but I am going to be taking the better quarterback. Give me Bama -2.5. Jalen Milroe has played in big games. I don't think he's going to be struggling in that environment. And this is Nico Amphinolevia's first big game as the quarterback of Tennessee. I don't know if he's built for it. So I'm going to take Bama -2.5 here. Jet?
Yeah, I think that this is gonna be just such an awesome game. I'm very excited to watch it. I love Nico Amalivia. I really hope that he balls out on Bama. I don't think it's going to happen, but I have to root for the home dog here. Give me Tennessee. I think that Heupel's better coach.
Fair. All right. Starkey.
I'm also going to take Tennessee at home. Nico's a young quarterback, so this scares me in a big spotlight. Like Milroe's been in big moments, so it's not something to worry about. But we don't. Who is the better quarterback in this game? Do we know yet?
No.
No, we
He wears
don't, Joey.
crimson.
We don't. So
He wears crimson.
he's a good player. I like Jalen Milroe, but I like Nico a lot. Give me Tennessee, man. I like these dogs this week. I might have to cook a little parlay, little underdog parlay. I like the dogs. I like Illinois. I like Michigan State. I like Tennessee.
Yeah, you guys have gone all dogs.
What can
so
I
far.
say?
You guys have gone all
Yeah.
dogs so far. All right. Game of
Not
the week.
Miami.
Not
No,
Miami.
yeah.
True. True. I like the dog in that game. I'm on an island the last two, so we'll see. Someone's gonna have a good week this week. We just don't know who yet. Game of the week in Texas. SEC matchup. Still weird to say. Georgia traveling to Texas. Texas laying 4.5. This line is moving a ton, but at the time of recording this, it is 4.5. This morning it was 3.5. Moving in Texas's direction. I will start. I think Texas is the best team in the country. They're my pick. Well, I didn't pick them preseason, but they are now my pick to win the national championship. I think they're the most complete team. I think they have potentially the best quarterback in the country. But with that being said, this is going to be an awesome game. I think this is going to be back and forth. Give me the Bulldogs. Go Dogs. Horns down. I'm going to take the dog in this game. Jet, what side are you on?
Is it weird that I don't think Georgia's that good? I don't
No,
know.
I'm with you, Joey. I'm with you. I don't think they're very good.
Every week I'm expecting them to start blowing some teams out, and it just has not happened. I think their best game was versus Clemson, and they had a good second half. I don't know if you remember the first half. It was bad. It was not good. They looked awful versus Kentucky. I don't know why I'm not a believer in them. I think Texas is by far and away best team in the country. I don't know. I don't want to say by far and away. I think there's three teams that can win it all. It's Texas, Ohio State, and Oregon. But I think Texas throttles them.
All right. We're on opposite
I'm with
sides
Joey.
again, Jet. We're on opposite sides
I
again,
agree with
Stark.
Joey. Texas is going to throttle them. Georgia's not that good. This is going to be like an exposure game for Georgia. Texas is good. I always go back to Joey's point. Their offensive line is so big. I can't help but notice it now. And I don't see many teams moving that around. And they have an elite quarterback, have elite playmakers. Give me Texas all day. They're looking like a very strong team.
All right. Either you guys or myself is going to have a great week. We're on opposite sides on a lot of games. So
It was like
4.
this, wasn't it, last week?
We're on opposite sides of 3 of the 5.
I think Kirby Smart plays this clip in the locker room before the game.
Yeah, before he throws a player to the ground.
Yeah.
See, underrated factor here.
No.
Kirby gets his boys up and ready for the big game. But, yeah, we have to talk about that shove on the Mississippi State player. I have not seen any type of repercussions from the SEC on that. That was bizarre.
That's crazy.
No, that's crazy. I don't know how that doesn't go, like, unnoticed at all. Like, no one talked about that at all.
I love betting on a coach like that. Juwan. Shout out Juwan Howard. All right. Let's take it out to the league, the NFL. I think it's safe to say it is so much harder to cap the NFL. Update on the season. I'm sitting at 14-11. I had a really bad week last week. I went 1-4 in the league. I need to bounce back in a big way. Stark, you are 11-14 on the NFL this season, and Jet is 13-12. Keep in mind, though, to the listeners, Jet did go 0-5 week 1. He did start the NFL season 0-5.
Thank you for reminding us.
There was a part of me during that Monday Night Football game that thought, holy shit, are they actually going to tie? I don't know if you remember, I said the Bills-Jets game was going to happen.
You did. You did say that. And I do want to make a quick statement here because we record on Wednesdays. I gave the listeners Jets. But then on Monday night, I had changed my mind, and I bet the Bills big. So I just want to throw that out there. I did text Jet before the game started. I was heavy on the Bills, and I'm happy to be wrong. I'll sacrifice a BBL pick to win some money. So, all right, but we take it to the league. We're going to start with the Thursday night game, as we always do. Atrocious game. I'm not excited to watch this game. Denver going to New Orleans. I guess there is a cool storyline with Sean Payton going back to New Orleans for the first time. New Orleans starting wide receiver core. Just look it up. You don't know a single person playing wide receiver for the Saints this week. Yeah, and then Spencer Rattler under center. This line opened Saints -1.5, but with all of the injury news, it is now moved to Denver -2.5. I'll go first here. Give me Denver. I just think the Saints are too beat up, and I think Sean Payton wants to run the score up and make a point in his return to New Orleans. I hate this pick, but I'm taking Denver. Stark.
I'm with you. The Sean Payton thing is a big deal, in my opinion, and I think he's a good coach. Bo Nick's been looking pretty good, huh, boys? Huh? I mean, come on. He looks
back
good.
Zach.
We know. I'm a Bo guy.
We
know
back
Bo.
Zach.
We know Bo. We know. I'm taking Denver. Rattler didn't look that bad. There's just not a lot of targets. Rashid, I think, is out, and I think Olave might be out.
Yeah,
So
they both
Bub
are.
means time. I hope Taysom Hill, if he's back, he's going to be utilized. Yeah, but give me Denver. They've been kind of clicking.
Jet.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of have fallen in love with this Denver team. I love the ugly, like, they're like the Iowa of last year in college football of the NFL. Their defense is awesome, and they're just so disruptive, and I think their offense is, like, so ugly, but I kind of love that. So I'm also going to be on Denver here. I think Spencer Rattler actually did look okay last week, which kills me because I would much rather Hayner be their quarterback.
Yeah, me too. Oh my God, I love Jake Hayner. I
Yeah, I've
love
got a
Jake Hayner. He
million.
deserves
I've
to
got
be
a
their
million
quarterback.
cards of his. I've even got a couple autographed.
Jake Hayner is awesome. He's so cool.
But yeah, Rattler actually didn't look that bad. But no, I think Denver wins this, and everyone says Sean Payton's a great coach. I know he is, obviously, from his time with the Saints, but what he's done with the Broncos, how he handled the Russ situation, makes me kind of hate him. But I don't know. I do like the guy.
All right, all on Denver. So let's hope they cover that. Not a BBL lock. This is a disgusting game. We will not be putting this out as a BBL lock, I promise.
No.
This would be on brand for us to do, though, with our locks recently. All right. Then we get to a really awesome Sunday slate in the NFL. We're going to start with divisional rival Packers, wearing their all-white unis, busting out the white helmet for the first time at home. Houston coming to town. Packers laying 2.5 at home. I also hate this game. I don't know what side to take on this game. I'm going to go with the Pack, -2.5. I think this is going to be a really good game. I'm excited to watch it, but give me the Pack. Stark.
Go to Joey really
He's
quick.
thinking.
I'm trying to think of something. Go to Joey really quick. Sorry.
Jet.
I will take the Texans. Give me the opposite end of this. I want the points. I want Stephon Diggs to score 3 touchdowns. I need it for fantasy purposes, but also I don't know. I think the Packers are frauds.
All right, Stark, you
All
with
right, now I'm
me or
taking Green
Jet?
Bay.
All right. Stark's
I'm
right
gonna go with
me.
you, Adam. I'm taking Green Bay. Yeah, I am gonna ride with you. If I could pick the over in this game, I would pick the over. I think it'll be electric. These are two really cool quarterbacks, up and coming superstars. Should be a great game, but I'm gonna take Green Bay. I can't really put like a for sure reason as to why I'm taking them. I just feel like it's the better team right now. So.
All right.
Well, Mixon's back, so that changes things. I'm going to stick with Green Bay, but I love what Mixon does for this team, for Houston, so forgot about that. I'm going to stick with Green Bay, but Mixon is an awesome player.
He is. He's good. He's a good back. All right.
He is.
Another great game this week. The Chiefs traveled to San Fran. San Fran laying 1.5 at home. I'll go first here as well. I have fallen into this trap far too many times where line doesn't make sense. How are the Chiefs dogs? I got to go with the other side, and I get burned every single time. So for that specific reason, I am done betting against Patrick Mahomes. This line doesn't make any sense to me. I'm going to go with my better judgment here. I'm going to take Patrick Mahomes plus the points. Give me Chiefs plus 1.5. Jet.
Remember when the Saints were playing the Chiefs, and I'm like, "What are you doing? It's Patrick Mahomes. Take the Chiefs." I'm actually fading myself. I'm going with the Niners. They need this win. Like, this win is so big for them. A lot bigger than the Chiefs. The Chiefs actually haven't played that well. I know they're undefeated, but stats wise, on paper, Patrick Mahomes hasn't looked the best. Kelsey, obviously, has he even found the end zone yet?
No.
I
Jared
think he
Goff
found
has
it
more
once.
receiving touchdowns than Travis Kelsey does this season.
Boom. Yeah, so I think that Chiefs are a little beaten up, and I think the Niners get up for this game and win.
All
right, Stark.
I'm gonna take the Niners as well. Mahomes does not look super right. I don't know. Niners, Purdy looks good. Purdy looks really good. He's got a lot of time to throw the ball. The offensive line looks good. I don't think it matters who plays for them in running back because that Isaac Guerrero guy came in last week and just torched Seattle after Mason got hurt. So I'm gonna take Green Bay I'm going to take San Francisco. Give me San Francisco, please, and thank you. Bye.
All right. I'm on a lot of islands by myself this week, so I'm a little nervous about that. All right, let's go to Monday night. Let's go to Sunday night. Devontae Adams wearing the green and white going to Pittsburgh. Jets at the Steelers. Jets are 1.5-point favorites. Steelers home dogs. We don't know who's playing quarterback for the Steelers, but it looks like
I think it's Russ.
Mr. Unlimited is going to be under center for the Steelers. And for that reason, give me the Jets. What has Justin Fields done to lose that job? They are 4-2. And what has Russell Wilson done to earn that job other than play shitty football the last 2 years? I don't understand that. Makes me lose a little bit of respect for Tomlin. That offense is not built for a dude like Russell Wilson. I think you're going to miss Fields' legs if Russ is the QB in this game. Give me the Jets -1.5. Joey?
Oh, long time Russell Wilson fan. I think that's where my recent love for the Broncos came in, because he was on the Broncos in that sinking ship. I think that this is setting him up for utter failure. I think the Jets are going to just go all in on this game. Obviously, they need to win. They're 2-4. They should be I feel like they should be in Super Bowl talks with all the money they've spent. Aaron Rodgers, all the weapons. They just bring in Devontae Adams, and their defense is awesome. I think that their defense is going to make Russ look really bad. And then I think it justifies Justin Fields to play the rest of the games. But I think that's unfair. I would much rather them start Justin Fields because I don't think anything happens. I don't think that there's much difference between the two of their games outside of Justin Fields a little bit better runner, and I think Russ is a better passer. I would much rather Russell Wilson be on the Dolphins right now. Oh, I'm sorry, Russ.
That'd be cool.
I'm going with the Jets.
All right, Starkey.
This might be the BBL lock of the week. And I apologize for Bowling Green. I'm obsessed with Harold Fannin. It took over my mind, and I'm sorry.
Oh, my God.
I was confident in that pick, but we're going to shift over to NFL for those because we were so bad. We can't hit one, so we're going to shift. And if we were to do one, this would be it. The Jets are going to be – they're good. They look a lot better under their new coach. Did I mess something up?
I'm laughing because A, they lost with their new coach, and B,
but they look better. Like their offense looked better. It did, Joe.
It did.
I don't disagree.
I don't understand why Fields loses the job. I don't think Russ is a good quarterback anymore, and Fields led them to 4-2, 10 touchdowns, 1 turnover. That's the best season he's had stretching any season of his career. I don't get it. Bring him to Detroit. Let him back up. If he's going to be a backup, I would pay for him to be our backup. Not me personally, but I would let them. I would say, yeah, I approve of you guys to, pay him. He's a great player. I don't get it. It's weird. I feel like I have no explanation for it. So, or any understanding. I'm gonna take the Jets. I think they're gonna get right at some point. Devontae Adams. I don't think that's bad for them at all. I think it can only help them, but defense is good. They're going to attack Russ.
Bet George Pickens over yards under receptions this week.
Over yards.
I've been loving that bet with JMO. I'm going to throw that out there. I've been loving that parlay with JMO. Over yards under receptions. Been betting it pretty much every week. Last note on the Jets before we get to Lions game. As a fantasy owner of Devontae Adams, I am very happy that he is a Jet. I think he plays a major role this week. One thing about Aaron Rodgers, he's not throwing you the ball unless he trusts you. I had some splits pulled up. Allen Lazard, 5 touchdowns on the season. Garrett Wilson, 3. Allen Lazard, 41 targets this season to 60 for Garrett Wilson. The skill level of those two wide receivers is a massive gap, but I think it just the numbers go to show Aaron Rodgers throws the ball to guys that he trusts. And you see that a little bit, him throwing Mike Williams under the bus, maybe not running the right route on that interception that sealed that game in Buffalo. So I think Devontae plays and has a big game on Sunday night. And I would be down for the BBL lock of the week to be the Jets. But all right, let's go to Minnesota. Let's talk our Lions. Detroit dogs for the first time this season, getting 1.5. I'm not going to bet against the Lions. I have bet against them this year, and it was the Tampa Bay game, and they lost that game. But I just, you give me Detroit plus points, I am going to take it. They are rolling right now. Obviously, Hutch injury is a concern. I just think they're too high-powered on offense. And at some point, Sam Darnold is going to turn into Sam Darnold. Give me Detroit plus 1.5. I'll also be betting on money line. Jet?
Yeah, I think you're stupid to bet against the best team in the NFL getting points. The Lions are the best team in the NFL. We lose Hutch. I think it's going to be a shootout. There's a chance the Vikings win, obviously. There's a chance any team can lose on any given day. But the Lions win in a shootout.
I like it. Stargy?
Yeah, fully with you. Never going to bet against the Lions, especially this current team. So I'll take the Lions. I can't believe they're dogs.
They're dogs. I know.
Yeah, one other thing that I'll point out, shout out to a listener, Jacob Mitchell, 10X. Mitch 10X.
Mitch 10X. Shout out to the boy.
Out to when the Vikings are up in games, they do not run the ball. They continue to throw the ball. And it's been a big problem with them when they've had leads. They had a big lead against the Jets, almost blew it because they decided to not run the ball, and they were throwing the ball, stopping the clock. They did it against the Packers. You're up 28, and they continued to throw the ball up 28, and they let the Packers back in that game. Granted, obviously they won both games, but those games were close when they shouldn't have been. I don't think that you can give the Lions that luxury of, trying to not have the last possession or not run out the clock if they have a lead. I think if the Vikings have a lead and they're being foolish like that, the Lions definitely hammer them live if they get down.
Love it.